Hi folks, I've cut a piece of paper down to from 15 by 11 to about 8 by 12 inches to fit a frame that I've got. I'm going to change the painting and then I'm going to go back to knife painting, I think. So I'll get this one out of the way. I'll wet the paper all over. This board here is a bit of 5mm MDF. I used to use it a lot, probably 20 years ago, but it's too heavy for the frame really, and anything over, say, a frame size about 16 by 12, it gets very weighty. Lovely stuff, but I use the 2 and 3mm versions of this now. Not for watercolour, it's just using it as a backing. Right, let's put a bit of sienna. Well, it's been a night of floods and damage in the UK with quite a storm. We have my loft window here. My neighbour's fences, or in part, 2 neighbours, has come down. An old neighbour told me once, he was a bit of a builder and he was quite clued up on things. He said that if you get those latticed horizontal slats as a fence, there's far more wind resistance to those than if you use ordinary palings and arras rails. So the vertical ones let the wind through and don't blow over. And that's true. I've got a fence in my garden. It's only about 4 foot high, and the concrete posts are not set in concrete in the ground, and they've never blown down. But all these horizontal slatted ones are very vulnerable to the wind. They resist the wind, and not only is one of my neighbours next door fence panel blown down, it's pulled the posts, the 4-inch posts each end, out of the holes as well. And his neighbour next to him has lost about 3 of his slatted panels. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? I'll just try to sort out my cloth here. Alright, okay. I'll add a bit more to that. That red is a little bit weak. Okay, now we'll have a bit of blue. I'm going to put some water in here. Right, just weaken that a bit there. You can't treat, this is Fabriano, the cheaper studio paper. You can't push it around too much. These clips are a nuisance really, but unless you shrink your paper first, they're great for adjusting your paper as it expands. The board's just a little bit too small for this, but let's get some up there. Okay, that'll dry lighter. I'll give it a dry anyway. Right. Headphones off or fast forward. Okay, that'll do. It's got a bit funny there. Right, I'll put in I'm going to use my smaller hake, the medium one. And same colours as the sky. We'll a bit darker than that. Oh, let's get some lighter stuff in there. Let's a bit of warmer colour, bit of sienna. Just want to do a quickie here. I can't believe a week's gone by since I said that I'll start the week with a watercolour. I hope you've enjoyed your weekend. Right, now I'll get in some good rich dark here. Just using some neat paint here. Just a bit of trees. I can add some white sails against that as a bit of interest. I suppose I could go even higher with that. Using plenty of blue with the sienna. So let's go up there a little bit. It's quite a roughish paper. It's only really, well, it's a good paper for practising on. It doesn't do the things that the rough papers like Saunders, Waterford, Winsor and Newton, etc. do. But it's fairly cheap. Well, nothing's cheap in the art, is it? So I can get that bit straight there. I'm not a great lover of, I used to do it, of putting masking tape across to give a horizon. I really try to keep things soft. Right, so let's right, let's put a bit of an island. I'm making this up as I go along. I would encourage you to try it as well. Okay, I'm going to add some trees to that. Okay, that's a bit of foreground here. Look, just a bit of marsh grass. Okay, now so a bit of warm dark in here. Bit of a card. Okay, most of that will be behind the mount when I do it, put it in the mount. Right, okay, so it's a bit of detail in that. That's use a rigger. Just letting that bit dry off there. Where's my rigger? This one here. Sorry. Oh, it's on the floor. Right, we'll put a few glasses in there with the rigger while we're at it. Bit of paint, bit of cad yellow. If I'm not careful, my cat comes and drinks the water out of my soiled water pot. But cadmiums used to be very rather toxic. But I think that most of all the colours we use, especially the cheaper ones, are synthetic. So they wouldn't be poisonous. Otherwise, they would have a hazchem warning on them. It's just a simple one for a Monday morning. Go like that. Just take that bit out. Right, okay. Let's see if we can take a little bit of a just some right. Let's get my little hake again. Take off the excess, and we'll put in a bit of a that hasn't quite worked, but I can let's get a bit harder. Okay, that's can scrape out a little bit there. Right, okay, now I need to balance that, so we'll put a bit of a tree coming up here. Just using a bit of paint, a bit of this, that and the other really. Want the rigger there. Okay, let's put some meat on the tree. So always have plenty of cloth when you're doing watercolours. To take off some excess. Excuse me, let's sneeze. Oh dear. Okay. Right, a bit of white. Just scrubbing the white off here. Sun's coming out now. Well, sun's coming round. Just a few little boats, impressions. Right, I'll put that in a mount. I've got one. Right, see if I can find a mount. Doesn't fit that. A bigger one than that. That's probably too big. Oh, I know. No. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? I'll sign it. I think it's worth it. Okay, that's. I'll just pull my blind down and turn the light on. Yeah, well that's okay. I need a little bit of dark in there to show some trunks up here. Just trying to put some reflection back. Okay, I'm going to let that go. Let's just zoom out. Okay, well, I hope you like that one. It's very simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's my motto. Bye for now.